Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Purva and we are setting up webpack for React application. Quick recap, we did set up webpack for development, production. We deployed our basic React application in Firebase, and we also did some common configuration, use webpack merge. That's where we are. In the last video, we set up style loader, CSS loader so that our React app can reflect the styling. Now today we are going to set up the TypeScript in Webpack. I have already converted all the JS files to TSX, and now we are going to focus on the conversion part. Now there are a number of ways that you can either convert your existing React application to a TypeScript application, or you can create a TypeScript application from scratch. If you're creating it from scratch, you can use create React app with a template TypeScript, or you can use create React app TypeScript. Both of will work just fine. You'll not end up into any issues. But if you're like me, you want to convert your existing React application into TypeScript application, you will need to install TypeScript first, along with types nodes, types React, types React DOM, types.js. Once this is done, you'll need to rename any TypeScript file to in .tsx and then restart your development server. Let's go back to the code and see where we are at. At the moment, like I said, if you have created a new application, TypeScript application, everything will work just fine. But if you're converting the existing application, renaming the JS files to TSX, you will see errors like this. This is simply because the current version of Create React app that I'm using in my project does not add the default field to React's export. There are two ways that you can fix this. You can either import React like this, import star as React, import star as React DOM, but you have to replicate this behavior in every functional component, any component that is there in your project. So for example, every page where I'm importing React, I have to go there and I have to write import star as React. This is quite a tedious task. Right now I have only 3 JS files, so I can do it easily. But in a big project, I'm sure each one of us has so many pages that is not convenient to convert every page into a TSX file, run it successfully like this. Another solution is to simply use a flag, allow synthetic default imports. It allows you to write an import. Instead of writing it as import star as React, it allows us to write import React. Okay, so we are going to use this. It only allows to make TypeScript compiler assume the presence of default export, but it won't be added in case it is absent. Okay, so this will do the fix for us. Let's do that. When you convert your JavaScript project into TypeScript, you'll need to create a tsconfig.json file in the root as well, where you'll define the compiler options. You have to provide the out directory, no implicit any or module that you're going to use, target, JSX, allow JS if you have JS files in your project or not, module resolution as node, and then last flag that we are going to use is allow synthetic default imports as true. When you do this, you will see that these errors will be gone even if I'm using import React from here. So let's undo these changes in other pages as well. This goes for index.txt. Cool. If you are converting your existing project into TypeScript, you might run into issues like this, that TypeScript version 5.3.3 is not compatible with React scripts. So to resolve this, a quick fix would be that we add overrides to TypeScript version and use the one that we need. So at the moment we need 5.3.3. So we'll just copy it over here. Once I save it, npm install will work fine. First thing that we are going to change in our webpack config is the entry from index.js to index.tsx. Second, let's add the extensions for TypeScript file, which is .ts and .tsx. I'm going to save this and let's see what happens in the terminal. we ended up in an error that there's some loader missing. Now we'll install the loader that we need to fix the missing loader issue with Webpack. The loader that we are going to use is TS loader. Once this is installed, go back to your config file, and here we are going to use this loader inside rules. The rule for TS loader would be some extension like .tsx. So in our case, .tsx. Okay. Use TS loader and exclude node modules. That's it. Let's save it and see what happens. Webpack compiled successfully. Let's check if we have it running. No, we ended up in a warning in console react.createelement type is invalid. Okay, I did a silly mistake. I'm using .css inside resolve for extensions. We don't need this. We are already using the modules, style loader and CSS loader, so we do not need to add this extension over here. Once I save it and rerun our Webpack, once this is compiled successfully, this should work. Okay, my page is successfully loaded and this is done. Now that we are here, we should also check the production version if that is working fine without making any changes to the production Webpack config. So simply let's run npm build, npm run build. We should produce this folder with the updated TS files. This is done, and now I'd like to check it locally using npx serve. Let's open this. We have configurations like this. This is working fine. One final check on Firebase. I will make some changes in app.jsx file. So instead of this is a customized Webpack configuration, let's say this is a customized Webpack configuration using TS. Sometimes Firebase returns the cache data and I want to see the current state just to make sure I have made some changes. Now I'll run the build and then we'll deploy in the Firebase and see if it is actually showing the current content or not. This will just take few seconds and we should get a hosting URL from Firebase deploy with the latest changes. This is deployed. Okay, let's go and see. Okay, this is customized web configuration using TS. We converted our JS project into TypeScript project, used the official documentation, changed all the JS file to TSX or TS. Then we made some changes to common config.js like the entry point, and then use the loader, TS loader. We made sure that we do not have .css extension in the resolve in the configuration. And that is it. Everything works just fine. I hope this helped. Share it with your friends if they are having similar problems. And don't forget to hit on the bell icon to subscribe for more.